Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. I'm back with my Blue Archive main story gameplay slash read along. Okay, let's start. We will be starting a new section today, a new chapter. I completed Hyakaroran, the first chapter. So now we will be starting volume 1 chapter 3. So this has been something a lot of people told me that this is actually very good. So I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, let's begin. So Traces of a Dream, we will be going back to Abydos, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while we have went back to Abydos. Abydos was at the very beginning. So yeah, let's start. So Traces of a Dream, the Kaiser group has withdrawn its forces, but the debt remains. Will the Foreclosure task force be able to protect their school against a new threat? Alright, let's start. Prologue. Okay. Gematria. I finally found you. Our old ally who was expelled from Gematria, buried and sealed away. Whoa, who the... It hurts. It hurts. No, your asceticism ends now. Rise up, underground dweller. His voice. Anonymous bystander. Is that you? No, call me Francis this time. No, it doesn't matter. Please just leave me alone. I don't know why you came to find me, but I'm not interested. Whatever it is, I no longer. Gematria has been dispersed. What do you mean? Gematria is no more. Call it disbanded, call it dismissed. There's only one cause for it. It's the existence of Shale and Sensei, that person who had twisted all the rules of casualty and genre. To face them now, though, shh. Okay, that's a very interesting character design. Well then, the codex has been updated. The new world. Yes, I can feel it. The alien element in this world. If we've been handed a new edition, then the rules have changed. I suppose it's session 0 of a new campaign. Okay, is he talking about the whole fact that, how because of what happened in the final volume, technically a lot of things did change, right? Like the way it was supposed to go, it didn't go in that direction, and also the fact that we currently have Shiroko, the inverted version of Shiroko with us, and we also have Plana with us. So is that what he's trying to say here, that a new sheet, a new beginning or whatever, session 0 of a new campaign? I see. Then it's a whole new story. I wonder what lessons I learned from this edition. Let's see. You said Sensei, that's the big bad of this campaign. Then let's see. Bro's talking in gaming lingo. The new codex is Academy City? And Sensei? What the? Isn't that difficult? It's too high? Something like this? But there's a strategy for everything. A blind spot, an elemental weakness, and Akai's heal. Anything is good. Do not underestimate that teacher, underground dweller. Interpret this world how you will, but just because you pretend it's a tabletop game, it doesn't mean you're the winning player. I'll give you a hint. The best build for fighting that person is... Oh damn. Don't mess this up for me, you trash! Garbage like you don't even know what death is. Okay, what the hell is this? 18. What does 18 mean? Wait a minute. Okay, only this one you can interpret as 18, right? Because it's 6. So in 24 hours, you can also interpret this at 18, right? Yeah. And this is 19. Okay. Okay, and this one's broken, I guess. Right. You think vermin like you could ever understand my suffering, my solitude, my fear? Get lost, anonymous bystander. This is my campaign. All that matters is the enlightenment of my aestheticism. Don't you dare get in my way. Don't you dare mess with my campaign. Oh, damn. Did he break the... yeah, this one is broken. Victory. Victory. Why is everyone obsessed with over something as stupid as winning? The ending is already set. We all die in the end. That doesn't change. We're all fated to lose, but that's not what's important. All that matters is the journey, what you experience on the journey, and what realizations you come to. Now that has meaning. Wow, that is actually a very good point, as he says. Like, everyone's gonna die, so why are we so obsessed with winning when everything's just we're just going to lose at the end? The journey is more important. How dare you presume to clothe yourself in the sublime name of Gematria? It's an utter shame. Calm down. I need to calm down. I need to decide my opening move. Gematria dispersed? No, I am the true Gematria. I shall show the true face of Gematria from here on out. Good. Good. First I should learn about this world, this new codex, this new campaign. I should start with that place. Abydos. The empire that birthed the first great mystics. I wonder how they've been written in this codex. I'm looking forward to it. What happened to... what was his name? I forgot his name. Please, don't you dare disappoint me. Francis, right? That's his name. Did he break his... he had the whole picture frame. Did he break it or something? Hoshino, look. Okay, for a moment I was like, what the hell? How the hell is Yume... Right, so this is a flashback? No, this is her character model. Wait, have we seen her character model before? I don't remember. Like, I know her because, I've seen a lot of her pictures on social media. But I don't remember if she was revealed previously, her face, or this is the first time they're showing it. I'm mixing it up. But yeah, I know her face. I've seen her multiple times in social media. Right. This says that the old student council buried something amazing in the Great Abydos Oasis. Huh? Something amazing? Yes, it looks like something used for fireworks displays. It might be a bunch of firecrackers made from rare minerals. It says that if you burn it at a high temperature, it will make some kind of plasma firework which fills the sky with beautiful light. Look, they can even make them explode into shapes like this. Isn't it cute? I guess they wanted to use the fireworks for a festival, but for some reason they didn't work properly and were dumped into the lake. Isn't it amazing? Imagine dumping something made with rare minerals that cost over $1 million per 100 grams just because it doesn't work the right way. But I guess we shouldn't expect more from the same Abydos Student Council who used gym mats made with duck feathers because they had more money than they could spend. I wish they had left us with hundreds of their budget. But it's been a long time since the oasis dried up. Yeah, you're right. That place is nothing but sand dunes now. We saw nothing like fireworks the last time we were there. What are you trying to say? Hoshino, you only see the surface level story, don't you? She's going to say that you have to dig. Because it's sand and everything. These records are from when there used to be a lake, which means it happened a very long time ago, right? Just what are you implying? Those expensive fireworks, they must be buried somewhere beneath the sand. There you go. There are valuable minerals buried underneath that dried up lake bed of the Great Oasis. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Yume, do you have any idea how long excavating that desert might take? Well, we can't afford to waste any time, damn. We have to get started right now. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's time for a treasure hunt. Let's go, Yume. We're going to be rich, Hoshino. Bruh. Well, she's happy because Hoshino, Yume is still alive. Not alive. We don't even know if she's dead or not. This didn't really make that clear, right? So, Hoshino's attitude here is so happy because she's still here. The shift happens after something happens, like after she... Again, I guess they'll make it clear in this volume, this chapter, what exactly happened to Yume. Because we have seen bits and pieces of memories of Hoshino, but nothing much. I remember seeing like she got a few things from, like she found like her stuff embedded in the sand or something, and that's the last she saw of her, or something like that. Hoshino, don't say it, Yume. I can feel it too. Right, it's not just me then. In that case, should we wrap up soon? Maybe after digging just a little bit more? Sorry, Hoshino, I think we're done for. What happened? Hoshino, where did we go wrong? When you came up with a ridiculous plan? But Hoshino, you liked it too. Is it all my fault? I know that already. You don't have to tell me. Now that I think about it, we probably didn't need to wear our swimsuits at all. Yeah, why? This is a desert. Like, I mean, that was obvious, right? Why do you say we should wear them in the first place? Well, I thought we might be digging and then boom, we hit an aquifer or a burst of groundwater floods out. Is that even possible? I guess, but just imagine, we strike it rich and solve the desertification crisis in the same moment. There's no way that could happen. I have to write down everything that happened today and reflect on my actions. Wait, Yume, what are you writing? You're going to record this idiocy? Don't do that, it's embarrassing. But it's my responsibility as the student council president, so it can help you to do better in the future. First of all, the only thing that notebook has is our failures, and who would want to such a dingy old thing handed down to them? I'm going to buy a new one. She's sleeping, I guess. The dream? Oh. Okay, let's start our regular Abydos Foreclosure Task Force meeting. But before we begin, aren't we missing someone? Yep, the one person who never shows up on time. Yes, Hoshino isn't here. Where has she run off to now? Don't tell me she's hiding somewhere to take a nap again. I saw her sleeping in the classroom next door. What? Then you should have brought her here. Shiroko, you knew we had the meeting. I did not wish to wake her up. Why? Because she was dozing off without a care in the world again? I understand, Shiroko has a soft spot for Hoshino. I'll go get her now. I'll tag along, Shiroko. There's no need for everyone to go. Well, everyone likes Hoshino too much to wait. Hoshino, it's time for our meeting. Yep, it's time to wake up. Oh, she's not here? Oh no, she's awake. Hoshino? Were you awake? Ah, right, we have a meeting, right? Haha, my bad. The old timer forgets things all the time. Yes. You're not going to say something like, you're not much older than us this time? Well, alright then. Let's go. Aine is scary where she's mad. Hoshino, wait for me. Ah, good, everyone's here. Yes, Sensei, now that the task force has assembled, let's begin. We'll start by discussing some odd movements detected in the Abydos district. Odd movements? Will there be trouble? Well, it's just something to keep an eye on for now. What is it, Ayane? It involves the Kaiser group. Oh boy, here we go. We're all familiar with the Kaiser Corporation's previous excavations in the Abydos Desert, which they only concluded recently, although we were unaware of precisely what Kaiser were trying to find at the first. Well, we all know what they dug up. Although that ship was totally wrecked. Yes, after the this name. Utnapishtim was destroyed above the stratosphere, no trace of its remains had been found. And once the battleship was destroyed, Kaiser appears to have lost any interest in continuing the occupation of the Abydos desert. Kaiser pulled their forces out of the desert, and now all of the ruins stand empty. So, are they back again now? You know, they were saying that some weird activity. Yes, we detected the activity and confirmed the retreat from the excavation site. Yeah, it was like a dream come true. They better not dare to set foot in Abydos again. But Abydos is still in debt to Kaiser. Yes, our school still owes a debt to Kaiser. The withdrawal has no impact on our financial situation. Though it does seem that the president of Kaiser Corporation is more interested in the new Sanctum Tower than the Abydos Desert now. Right. But that's not the important point. The important point? Yes. What's going on, Ayane? To cut to the chase, Kaiser Group announced that they would convert Abydos debt into bonds, which they'll sell on the debt market. Oh no. Oh god. Wait, so that means like others will get a hold of the what bonds? But who the hell is even going to buy it? Like debt market? What does that mean? I guess it's like, but okay, you know what? Let's hear what they have to say. They're going to securitize their right to collect on our like they're going to give it to other people. But like I said, why the hell would anyone even buy that? I don't get it. Okay, meaning they're going to sell the ownership of the debt. Yeah, but why? Who the hell would even buy that? Like, you know what? Okay, let's continue hearing. What will happen then? Yeah, like the other owner, the new owner, they will now hound us. So if Kaiser Group like kind of breaks the debt into like 10 parts and uses them as bonds and just sells them, now 10 other groups will have that, and now they will try to come and get the debt from us. Oh, you know what? You know what? How I was saying that why the hell would even anyone buy that? I guess there will be people who buy it who will probably have other intentions, not just money, because we are literally buying debt. So anyone who will buy that debt will have some other reason from from Abydos than just money. So they will use that debt as a way to kind of get whatever they want, and you know they'll have an upper hand over us. Those type of people will buy them. Whoever buys the bonds will be able to collect our debt payments. Does that mean we'll have to pay back to someone other than Kaiser? Isn't that a good thing? No, because like I said, only those people will buy the debts who have some other intentions than just money. You know. and they'll try to use that debt as a leverage to get whatever. So, and that will not just be one person, that'll be multiple groups. That doesn't make sense. Hoshino, people only buy bonds if they believe they can make a profit from them. Yeah, on paper they can make a lot of money from us, but the debt of an academy could close down at any moment. It's a huge risk. No one's going to buy bonds expecting to make a profit from 5 students who can barely make their debt payments. That's true, but this is a sign that Kaiser has completely abandoned any interest in us, or will if they can find anyone to buy them out. That is true as well, but like the people who will be buying that, yeah, that is a more troublesome thought, because like I said, why the hell would they buy it if they have, because they don't expect to make any profit, as they said. So it's some other reason. Well, I suppose they could be trying to recoup some of their losses by selling the debt off to a cheap price. Does that mean we'll have less debt to repay? Yeah, I guess that's possible. Or not. Unfortunately not, Serika. They're selling the rights to our debt at a lower, oh yeah, price, but the amount we owe won't change. Yeah, true. Oh yeah, that's true. Like, yeah. The original debt will not change. It's just that they will be selling it at a lower price. They could sell the rights to collect 1 million yen for 1,000 yen. Yeah, but we'd still owe the million. I got it. You don't have to explain it anymore, Shiroko. Aine, how much of our debt has Kaiser converted into bonds? I would assume they didn't want to convert all of it. Yes, and according to what they announced, it's about 45% of what Abydos owns to the Kaiser Corporation. I wonder what they're up to. But what if we buy our debt at a cheaper price? I don't think that's how it works. I don't think we can do that. If they're selling the rights to the low price, we can just buy it ourselves. Yes, that's why I brought it up. Wait, we can do it? Oh, I guess we can do it from a third party. Like, we cannot do it directly, but maybe use a third party to do it. I was thinking of using the money we've saved to buy those bonds once the debt market opens. That's brilliant. Let's do it, Ayane. We should keep an eye on the ups and downs, just like the stock market. Alright then. Okay. Huh? What's wrong? The price of our bonds is skyrocketing. Oh no, this is bad. Skyrocketing? Yeah, why? 200, 300, no, 450% of face value? Someone is buying the bonds at a crazy rate. Well, but I guess, like they said, the original value of the debt will not increase. So even if they're paying more money, they're paying it. Yeah, that's fine. But the fact that there's so many people interested is more concerning in this situation. Like, why? Why are you trying to buy it at such a high price value? What? Who in the world? There are a lot of them. Checking the purchaser. Who? Sold out. Abydos bonds have been sold out. Bruh. Wait, who's buying it? The other academies? Maybe to expand their... Just who would... We can't check now. The group that purchased all of the derivative linked bonds which use Abydos infrastructure industry as a guarantee. Nephthys group. What group? Nephthys group. Who? What group is that? Did I know this group? Did they mention this before? I just forgot. There, opening moves worthy of a walkthrough. Is it these guys? I hope you're prepared for your first turn, my dear player. No, my dear sensei. We shall understand the true profundity of death through our game. Now we're back in the past again. Chapter 3. Traces of a Dream. Wait, that was a prologue? Oh, damn. Uninvited case. Oh, that was chapter 1. Oh, the Highlanders are back. Okay. The dust is getting in my throat. This is the last one? Should be. Why did they have to schedule a cargo transport of all times? These storage rooms haven't been touched in ages. Seriously though, what's this place even for? I guess they store inscriptions about academic industrial corporations. Corporation, whatever that means, is for important documents. These ancient things are important? They wouldn't be sitting here collecting dust if they were. Doesn't matter either way, let's just get this over with. The boxes in that corner are marked for disposal. Are you sure? Maybe we should open them up and double check. It'll be fine, we're on a tight schedule, so get a move on. Did it say... Did it break? No, move, those shelves are gonna fall. How did the supports break? What did you do? Me? I didn't even touch it. Okay. Whoa, that was a close one. How does a metal shelf just snap like that? More importantly, how are we going to clean this all up? Huh? What's this? I can't believe this. What are you looking at? I don't know, a document that fell out of one of the boxes. A sales contract of some kind from Abidos High School. Oh god. Huh? Oh, I just realized. Wait, what's going on? Oh, this is the present? I was so confused for a moment. Oh no, is this the past? Wait, Nephthys Private Middle School? Oh, wait a minute. Is this the place? The student must be the vice president. She's still persevering all by herself, but why? Huh? I thought someone was there. Must have been my imagination. That was too close. I heard she's a generational talent and all that, but how did she notice me? Okay, so this is the past. Okay. Generational talent. What else did you hear? Oh, damn. Oh, what the hell? I heard that Hoshino is... Wow, you know my name too. But about that, you see, you know me, but I don't know you. What's your business here? Nothing? Are you a spy? Who sent you? State your affiliation and year. I'm sure you've heard the rumors. You might be older than me, but I won't go easy on you. Me? No, I'm not. Wait, I know that school emblem. Yeah, I'm from the Abydos district too. And I'm actually younger than you. I'm graduating middle school this year. You, a middle schooler? You look way older than me. Oh, right, I know where I've seen it. Nephthys Private Middle School. Yep, that's me. That doesn't explain much though. The Nephthys main office left the district ages ago, and all affiliated schools along with it. Oh. Okay. We are scheduled to close after my graduation. I'll be the last graduating class. Nephthys Private Middle School. An elite private school owned and operated by the Nephthys Group. Is her family involved with that? You know, because her family is rich. I get it now. I did hear that the Nephthys Group's successor was around middle school age. There you go. Alright, so her family is like, owns the Nephthys Group. Okay. Right. Okay, that's interesting. That means the one who bought the bonds were her family? Okay. You know, in the present. Okay. So why haven't you left the district yet? Izayoi Nonomi? Did she read her ID card or something? Taking a oh no, she knows her because, they're a pretty big deal. Taking one last tour before you leave? Doesn't matter either way, I guess. But what's the infamous Nephthys group's precious little daughter bothering me for? Or are you after the school? If Nephthys is trying to come after this school, their little successor is going to find out just how easily a halo can shatter. I'm sorry, I went a little too far. Right. Nephthys? The Nephthys group? Can you explain already, Ayane? What's with this Nephthys thing buying up our bonds? That's, well, Saint Nephthys Company or Nephthys Group. Okay, it's a business that started out in Abydos and grew like crazy. It was one of the most successful companies in all of Kivoros at one point. All of Kivoros? From Abydos? You're underestimating how influential Abydos was in the past. She's right, Abydos was the best of the best. Once upon a time, we were a force to be reckoned with. We were an academy with a rich history, the strongest students, and the best education. Once upon a time. Well, then the sandstorms happened and you know the rest. And during that golden age, the Saint Nephthys company flourished right alongside Abydos High School. But the sand wouldn't stop coming. The desertification of the district bled us dry and Nephthys came tumbling down with Abydos. Right. The Trans-Desert Railway was a desperate attempt to bring in more commerce to the area, but it was too late. The venture already bankrupted them. Business came to a screeching halt and Nephthys spread their money too thin, trying to make up for it. The result was an economic collapse that Abydos, well, it couldn't simply recover from. The Abydos Student Council did the best it could offset the fallout, but both students and residents left Abydos in a mass exodus. And after all that, Nephthys decided to cut its losses. The company sold off all the business interests and left Abydos behind. Then the breaks. By the time I started my first year, Nephthys was just a bad memory. So you're telling me our district got totally screwed because of Nephthys' greed? Hold your horses, Serika. They were just one piece in the long domino of disasters. It's okay, Hoshino, she's entirely correct. Nephthys took a dangerous risk and it was Abydos that paid the consequences. Nephthys was the final nail in the coffin that entombed Abydos. It was the core of Abydos' downfall, the antagonists in the story. And my family was its founder. Right. What? Yes, I'm the successor to the Saint Nephthys group. Nonomi. I sort of knew. You did, Ayane, and you didn't tell me this entire time? No, it was just from the context clues. A gold card was the initial indicator, but then... The Trans-Desert Railway was the project that accelerated the downfall of Abydos. If we can use it to save the world, there would be nothing more gratifying for me. Right. And when Nonomi was able to access the railway system, that essentially confirmed it to me. So I was the only one who didn't know. What about Hoshino and Shiroko? Well, Hoshino knew. Oh, okay, good. Shiroko doesn't know either. But why would you hide this whole thing, the whole time? Well, sorry, that was super insensitive of me. I guess it's not that easiest thing to bring up out of nowhere. Don't worry, Serika. And at the end of the day, you stayed. You had every reason to leave with Nephthys, but you stayed this whole time. Right. With that settled, I'll present the facts of the case. The Kaiser Corporation sold off 40% of Abydos' bonds to the black market today. Kaiser likely made an exorbitant profit with these sales and now have a huge increase in creditors. I've confirmed that Saint Nephthys brought up all the derivative bonds that were previously loaned out using Abydos' industrial facilities as a collateral. At 4 to 5 times its original value, no less. Right. So what happened? They left Abydos, and what happened then after that? Their company just flourished back into business? and now they have so much money that they could just buy it at such a high price? Which begs the question as to why. I'll have to look into it. Would you be able to look at the collateral rights from the derivative bonds Nephthys purchased? Yes, let me see. The collateral appears to include the following: development rights, ownership of specific facilities, infrastructure, as well as all ancillary facilities. Okay. Essentially everything except real estate. That's expected. Kaiser wouldn't let go of that so easily. Right. Do you know which facilities were included? I saw it somewhere. Here, infrastructure for transportation and its subsidiary facilities. Since when did we have transportation stuff left over? The Trans-Desert Railway. Yeah, right. What? There's nothing else in the district that fits the description. But that doesn't make sense. Why would they buy a project they left to rot in the desert and for 5 times the price they sold it for? It makes no sense on a business level. There has to be a motive we are not seeing. What could they possibly be trying to achieve? It's incomprehensible. I can't think of a single justification. Well, wait, what if they found an oil reservoir deep under the construction sites? What? What? Why the hell would Kaiser just let it go then? Nah, no chance, Erika. If that were even remotely possible, Abydos wouldn't be a ghost town right now. Yeah, and that. Oh, okay, well, what if it's some kind of super rare gem or element? Maybe they found germanium. You're as silly as you're adorable, Celica. I promise this desert's been squeezed of every last drop of value it could possibly hold. And it's not like people didn't try. There was just nothing to be found. No oil, no rare super gems, no germanium. Wait, Celica, germanium isn't worth anything to begin with. Well, if it's not like anyone else is coming up with an explanation, it really is a mystery. Emergency alarm? What happened? There's been explosions within the district. Intruders. Oh god. Kaiser? Is it Kaiser? No, but Kaiser... It doesn't appear so. They're not targeting any buildings or causing any particular destruction. Controlled detonations maybe? Were they near the excavation site? It doesn't appear so. Wait, one moment. I found them. Students from another academy. I haven't seen those uniforms before, and there's dozens of them. It's the, what do you call them? The Highlander. Because, you know, they had the... Okay, so this is what I think happened. I don't know who is buying them in the Nephthys. They said like the Nephthys group brought them, but they did that, and they like scattered the bonds. I think in different academy cities. We saw one in Highlander, group in that box. They probably did the same to other academies as well. Don't know why they're doing this, but that's the only thing I can think of. Maybe to make more chaos or something. And I think it's that that guy from the Gematria. He's obviously the mastermind behind this, who's doing all of this. What? It appears that they're... Oh god, these two are here. Yeah, that felt great. Great. Highlander Railroad Academy. Yeah, that felt great. Loud, so loud. It's called expressing myself. Self-expression. Anyway, where's the sitch? The boulder blocking the railway is no more. As the icing on the cake, we uncover the narrow gauge railway, just like it was described in the contracts. We just wrapped up repairs on the train. Can we take it on a test run, please? Please, please? We've got deadlines to meet, so let's do it. We need to reach the abandoned route all the way down there. All abroad. Whoa, we're off. Yeah, at this rate, we'll be a full week ahead of schedule. That's great and all, but are you sure all our I's are dotted and T's crossed? Well, what does that mean? Yeah. Aren't we trespassing in a different district right now? Nah, but technically they do have the bonds, right? Huh? Are we? And well, what's with that lack of concern? I don't know the name exactly, but we're in a different district right now. If we begin construction without the proper permits and paperwork, we're basically invading. We could start an all-out war. Oh, is there something wrong with that? Yeah, seriously, why are you stressing over the small stuff? The Trans-Desert Railway is ours now anyway. What? Yuppies, we own 51% of Abidor's Trans-Desert Railway's derivative bonds. Yep, we do. So now all this belongs to the CCC. Technically, basically. Well, however it shakes out, it'll be fine. Just owning the rights of the railway isn't enough. We need contracts, permits, construction agreements. Blah blah blah. Annoying. So annoying. If we spend all that time unraveling the red tape, we'll never make the deadline. Don't ever forget, time is money for railway workers. Yuppies. Hikari's motto is something like fast construction, no administration. Who cares about paperwork? This all sounds incredibly problematic, but if CCC is saying so, I'll take your word that there won't be any issues. There won't be, right? Sure. Nah, not a single one. Who the hell are you people? Okay, here we go. Right, here we go. Oops, sister, they found out. So speedy. You said there won't be a single issue. Highlander Railroad Academy, you're currently trespassing on Abidor's territory. Explain yourself. No work can be conducted in the Abidor's district without express approval from the Foreclosure Task Force. That's the law. No, it's common sense. Here I thought Gehenna were the only ignorant brutes who would flaunt common decency, but no, is Kivotos just a menagerie of rude, brainless academies? Am I allowed to enjoy even one iota of logic in this world, or are we all just psychopaths now? Whoa, 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 deep breath. Look, she's mad. Real mad. She sure is. What business does Highlander Academy have in this district? Who's that? An adult? Wait, oh wait, is this happening before the event? You know, the Highlander Academy event where these two got released. I think. I've already played that event when it came out, so... Oh, I thought that happened... Okay, so... This is happening before all of that. That's Sensei, Shale Sensei. Sensei? Shale? We haven't heard of them? They're infamous, for rumors say they'll... Oh god. They'll burn everything in their path under the pretense of solving conflict between academies. The terrifying instructor who keeps the peace. Bruh. One time, someone made them mad and they blew up an entire train, one of ours. I would never cross them. Oh god. In fact, the rumors only get worse and worse. I heard they were running around. Good thing these are just rumors, right? Now, what has our esteemed teacher been getting themselves into? Go, Sensei. Shiroko, nothing those people said is good at all. Your excuses don't matter. We have jurisdiction over our district and we demand that you cease activity immediately. You may have the rights to the railway, but you'd still require you to cooperate with the district's governing body. What do, Nozomi? Da, what we always do, Hikari. Bruh. Huh? What do you think you're... Yeah? Hey, that's dangerous. We're gonna do whatever we want and the pencil pushers can clean up after us. Yeah. Hikari likes it. Oh god. The train is moving on the Trans-Desert Railway? The Highlander tourists are all aboard the train. They're trying to get away. Great. What should we do? Chase them? So their goal was to fix the train. We can figure out why after we catch them. Let's go. I won't allow them to treat Abidos like this. We'll find out what they're up to. Following your lead, Sensei. Foreclosure Task Force move out. Oh my god. Okay, right. Yeah, there we go. Wait, why have they locked the... Oh.
ななみ行きます。めんどくさいな。前は私に任せて。さあ行ってみよう。ドローン作動開始。行くわよ。マジムカついてきた。よし。行くよ。私が耐えてる間に攻撃して。お仕置きの時間ですよ。行くわよ。さあ前進前進。火力支援を始める。お願いします。ありがとう。
Oh god. That's too far.
覚悟しなさい。お仕置きの時間ですよ。
Why are they so far?
こっちだよ。
Oh god.
次に行きましょう。よし行くわよ。無駄だよ。ターゲット絶対お仕置きの時間ですよ。さてと行くよ。私が耐えてる間に攻撃して。
Good lord.
支援攻撃。お仕置きの時間ですよ。私が耐えてる間に攻撃して。火力支援を始める。
Wait.
覚悟してくださいね。お願いします。
Oh, I thought they were the one. Alright. Damn. Hey, yo. Bro.
行くわよ。私に任せなって。支援攻撃。お仕置きの時間ですよ。私に任せな。覚悟しなさい。火力支援を始める。支援のタイミング逃しません。お願いします。私が耐えてる間に攻撃して。支援攻撃。行くわよ。無駄。前段発射。さてと
Oh, damn, it's not reaching that far.
行きましょう。覚悟しなさい。無駄。火力支援を始める。前段発射。行くよ。私に任せなくて。火力支援を始める。お願いします。覚悟してくださいね。無駄だよ。支援攻撃。間に合ったみたいですね。
Oh my god. Hello?
無駄だよ。
Bro.
行くよ。
Ah.
ターゲット。よし。絶対完了。私に任せなくて。お願いします。ターゲット。絶対完了。無駄だよ。支援攻撃。
Oh no, oh no.
後方支援到着しました。行くよ。ナイスタイミングね。私が耐えてる間に攻撃して。支援攻撃。
Good lord. Ah.
戦術の勝利だ。
Wow, wow, wow. These guys are stronger. Stronger than a train. We got whooped. And now you're going to prison. Let's go. Don't look, but I think they surrounded us. This is gonna impact scheduling for sure. That's a problem. Construction's all messed up. They talked so big, but then they were so weak. Well, technically, they aren't really a group that fights, you know. No more meaningless fighting. Answer my questions. What business does Highlander Railroad Academy have in Abydos? What's your goal? You're smart enough to have put at least some of it together, no? Oh, who's this? Who the hell is this? Overseer. I don't think I've seen this character before. Please help, we're done for. They might kill us, for real. Another Highlander student? Who are you? You their friend, carrying out a rescue mission? Whoa. Friend would be more than a stretch. Highlander Supervisory Office. What? You can't trust anyone. I suppose my assignment is technically to rescue them, but I assure you it's a matter of obligation. My name is Asagiri Suo. I'm the overseer of Highlander Railroad Academy, who answers only to the board of directors. An overseer? It's nothing fancy. I'm an errand girl for the higher-ups, and unfortunately those idiotic, the twins you apprehended are Tachibana Hikari and Nozomi, officers of the Central Control Center, or the CCC. Our relationship is more so, those are adversaries that won't hesitate to deceive the other, but are forced to occasionally work together. Exactly, she plays the role of overseer perfectly, an evil villain who hates construction. She lives only to disrupt our schedules. And back it up, weren't you gonna call us something really, really mean? Yeah, please, she was. How rude. Our academy is made up of branch organizations with independent authority. So we may be under the same banner, but no means we are allies. Each railway route and region is controlled by different factions. Back to the matter at hand. As their overseer, I apologize. They failed to follow proper procedure and acted recklessly, so they are entirely at fault for the current situation. I'm sure you're aware, but we now own the development rights for Abydos Railway. That can't be true. We've looked into it. Nephthys brought out the bonds, not Highlander Academy. Yeah, and they apparently just gave it to them, I guess. Not even gave it to them. I think they just put it in a box and they just put it over there. We're one and the same at this point. A corporate academy is common for Highlander to enter into contracts with private enterprises. Yeah. Long story short, Nephthys' rights and duties are also Highlanders. Were you not aware, Miss Izayoi Nonomi? Right. You know each other? Oh. Nothing like that, but I'll let her explain for now. For now, would you mind transferring Dumb and Dumber into my custody? In return, I'll come to Abydos High School and answer any questions you have. Is she related to Nonomi? She looks pretty similar to her. You know, her hair color and everything. That's... You can let them go. Freedom! Scary, that was so super scary. Prepare your questions. I'll come pay you a visit as soon as I'm able. You two, we're leaving. Just like that? Yeah, even her eye color is the same. I think she's related to her. Maybe like sister or something, I don't know. Come on kiddos, let's get out of here for now. I'm sure we'll get our answers soon. Head back to the Foreclosure Task Force room. Things now gone. How did this happen? Isn't it obvious, you naive, trusting soul? But you told me, you said it would be 90 hours of reliable work per week and I'd get paid lots for it. You really think a broken down district like Abydos would have reliable work? Around these parts, you scrape by with whatever work you can. Shouldn't I get paid though? You're a riot. But I have to get paid. I need to make a lot of money so I can pay off the school's debt. If my underclassman finds out about this, she's going to get really worried, and you're really worrying about the wrong things here. You're our prisoner now. Every square inch of this building is lined with our subordinates, all armed to the teeth. No one's gonna save you now, honey. So, oh boy, here we go. Huh? What, was that an earthquake? The whole building? Well, it's Hoshino. You disgusting thugs. What the? No, Hoshino. Seriously, do you have to disappear when I already have so much to do? Do you know how long it took me to find you? We've got work to do, let's go. You think you're just gonna waltz out of here? Hey, stop this little girl immediately. Who are you talking to? Unless you have more cronies hiding in the ceilings. I already took them all to the trash. Ha, how can that be? You did that by yourself? What kind of superhuman are you? Oh boy. Ah! Yeah! I was so scared, Hoshino. Can you please stop getting tricked by obviously dodgy adults? But how many times have I had to tell you? There's no rules or decency in Abydos anymore. Once all the residents left, the neighborhoods turned into crime-ridden slums. Abydos is Kiboros' trash can for its unsavory and unwanted characters. So if you don't know them, just assume they're bad. But what if they're not? What if they actually need some help? That's a fantasy. Only people in Abydos are criminals with bad intentions. But no buts. If you try to help people, they'll take advantage of you faster than you can blink. Be on guard with anyone and everyone is the only way we'll protect our school. Which is why I'm saying you need to be more. Hoshino, the way you're speaking is wrong, Hoshino. Yume, this is really important, so please listen closely, Hoshino. Wait, you don't have to tell me from this close up. Hoshino, you can't live your life being suspicious of everyone you come across. Accepting violence and lies are the norm. As the norm, taking them for granted? If you do that, one day we'll wake up and realize we've become the people we hate the most. You're right. We may be able to save Abydos by using your methods, but it won't be our Abydos anymore. I can't bear the thought of Abydos becoming synonymous with lies and violence. That would make me sad. I know you think it's silly, but I hope that we'll always be able to hold out our hands to people who need it, especially in times like this. We can offer food and clothing to those who are hungry and cold. I'm a dummy, so I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I think if it's you, you can understand what I'm trying to say. No, wait, this is exactly what I mean. This bumbling innocence of yours is what gets you into trouble. What if trusting people means ending up in a situation like today again? If that happens, you'll come to the rescue again, won't you? Well, yeah. What are you giggling about? Okay, I'm writing this down so we never forget this conversation. Today, Hoshino said, what? What the hell is that book? Stop that right now. I hate it when you pull out that notebook. And again, what's with the design? She literally said what I said. Huh? I said stop writing. Please, at least get a different notebook. We're not elementary school students anymore. You know what? Forget the notebook. I wanted to talk to you about a plan I came up with, Yume. If it works, I think it'll make Abydos at least a little safer. Yume? Oh, she's dreaming again, I think. Yeah. Yume? Yume. This place. Oh. Oh wait, this is a past. This is a dream within a past. Flashback. Damn. Right, I got distracted. I'm here to lock up the Abydos Twin Council room. You know, this is the section, the past where we saw where Nonomi came in contact with her. And this was a dream within that. Okay. Guess I fell asleep again. I just need to lock up. Huh? There's no rush. I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, definitely. Oh, she's waiting. You? I've been waiting for you, Vice President. For me? Why? I'd like to tell you something. Is that so? Okay, go ahead. You're right, I am from the Nexus group. But I don't think that should stop me from helping Abydos if I want to. Help Abydos? I'll pay off the school's debt in its entirety with this gold card. Damn. Wait, what? Gold card? Technically, it's my personal credit card. Well, Nexus finances it, but I can sort of use it. Don't you think you're being arrogant, little lady? If you pay off the school's debt with that card, that means you'll own the school from here on out. Is that your angle? What? No, of course not. I just wanted to help. I don't care about owning anything. That's not how it works. You might not have bad intentions, but you're naive. Nephthys finances that card, so it's technically theirs. If you use that, then it'll be Nephthys who paid off our debt. It's not your money just because you're spending it, little lady. Tell me, have you ever lifted a finger in your life, worked, done laundry, wiped a countertop? Well, here's a life lesson. Money belongs to the person who earns it, not the privileged little heir who spends it without a care in the world. If you're trying to hand this school over to Nephthys, then sure, pay off our debt with your fancy card. Then, what do I do? How can I help pay back Abidos's debt? If you really wanted, you could get a job and help make payments as an Abydos student. Okay, I understand. Just like you, right? Huh? I'll be back before you know it, okay? Once I get a few things sorted out. Oh, and my name isn't Little Lady. It's Nonomi, upperclassman Hoshino. That is... Oh, they couldn't just write Hoshino Senpai? Upperclassman Hoshino? Oh my god. He's... You know what? It's not a big deal, I know. But still, it just sounds so weird. Okay. Huh? If you'll excuse me. Huh? Yume, where are you? Yume, I'm here for you. Yume? Yume! Oh, she's dreaming again. Oh, Hoshino? Oh, it's just you. Sorry for waking you up. Are you okay? Middle schoolers shouldn't poke in their noses around where they don't belong. This is a high school, you know. I heard someone screaming, and I've officially graduated, so I'm no longer a middle schooler. I've been accepted into Highlander Railroad Academy, actually. Oh, they're in an industry academia contract with Nephthys. I think they're processing my paperwork now. Okay, alright, so also they were not wrong. Like, I don't know what I expected. Like, you know, when they were saying the Highlander school, that girl, that overseer girl, just saying how they had a contract with them. Okay, so that's how it ended up being with them. Like, you know, the contract. Okay, so I was wrong. I thought what they did is like Nephthys got it, and like the bond, they spread it out to different academies or something. Like the Highlander, maybe like Trinity, Gehenna, like everyone. Like kind of like, you know, handed it out to make more like, you know, chaos in this region, you know, because all the schools will then come and like they'll have like a whole like a problem here, like, you know, like. So I thought that was what that guy from Gematria is trying to do here. So I guess I was wrong. This is something else going on here. Okay. I've been accepted in Highland. Okay, they're in an industry academia contract with Nephthys. I think they're processing my paperwork now. Congrats, good for you. Then shoo, go yourself, enjoy yourself at your fancy new school. I wanted to take one last look around the Abydos district before I left. I wasn't trying to stalk you or anything, I was just walking by the school. But then I heard someone screaming, so I came to check. I see. Go, have a blast. Enjoy your farewell tour, little lady. I heard the news. News? The student council president went missing. Was her name Yume? There have been a lot of rumors that the president was an airhead who struggled at leading the school, that she abandoned the vice president, but I looked into the classified documents. The president isn't missing, but... Well, wait, what? I read that the person who provided a witness account. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be prying like this. Talking about it won't change anything. Yeah, I mean, it's just you and me here. Did you give up looking for whatever was in the desert? You persisted, didn't you? Even after the president was found, you continued searching the desert? Wait, what? Okay, am I forgetting something? The president was found? You know, it's been a while since I played the final volume and the Abydos chapter, so there is a possibility I might have forgotten. But did they reveal before that Yume was found again? Or is this the first time they're they're revealing this. Because as far as I could remember, it was not revealed, right? What happened to Yume? So this is the first time they're revealing it, or they did reveal it before and I just forgot? That is a big possibility because, you know, I forget a lot of things. Especially if it's been like, you know, more than like 3 or 4 months that I read a certain chapter or whatever. I might have just forgotten it. What were you looking for? And this is the Abydos Student Council room, correct? Everything is packed away already. But you went through the effort of forcing the sealed door open. I can't help but think you were looking for something. Did you find it? Let's go. Wait for me. It's so dusty. I'm the only person. I'm only one person, you know. We don't exactly have a cleaning crew here. The sands ruined the flooring and just above everything else. We were forced into this annex when all the other buildings were mummified by Abydos' desertification. It's not exactly state-of-the-art facilities out here. I've heard the history. It was considered a tragedy when the main building of Abydos was buried in the desert, seeing as this was one of the oldest, most storied districts in all of Kivotos. You've done your homework. Even the building we used during my first year is long gone at this point. Yes, I believe you joined the school and then had to move here not too soon after? Maybe a little too much homework. I was interested in the history. Despite being an annex, it's still equipped with everything you would need to hold classes. What's this classroom, Hoshino? School festival headquarters? I never saw this in the layout plans or documentation. Oh, could this be one for the Oasis festival? Oh. Hold it, don't just barge into... Oh, this is that room. The room where we are all in. I have a wonderful idea. You could revitalize the school and bring back visitors with fun events like Oasis Festival. Yep, we could do a cute little event like an idol performance. Oh, it's empty. Duh, the Oasis Festival hasn't been around for years. You're absolutely right. I suppose I got a little carried away there. Hey, why are you here? Well, I was thinking I'm having an idol performance with... Not here in this room. Why have you been following me around, little Nephthys lady? I've got things to do and entertaining a middle schooler wasn't on the agenda. So, why are you showing up here with all your questions and ideas? You already registered and set to go into Highlander, aren't you? Right. I have this feeling deep down that I'll regret it for the rest of my life if I choose Highlander. Aren't they partnered with Nephthys? Sounds like a grand old time for you. You're not wrong. I'd likely be treated well, even appointed student council president. A fancy position for a fancy girl, huh? Look, I get it. You've got your own situation and worries. But look around you. There's exactly one student here. There's nothing appealing about this sad old ghost town. You've got a bright future ahead of you, know what I mean? So take this old timer's advice, alright? Old timer? You're not that much older than me, Hoshino. What do you mean, little middle schooler? We're entire grades apart. I technically graduated though. Same thing. Oh, here we are. I'll present a brief overview of Highlander Railroad Academy. Time is of the essence right now. Here we go. The Academy maintains railroads throughout Kivotos. It even personally owns and manages some lines running throughout the city, on top of having several business ventures. It's unique from the other academies in that it doesn't necessarily bring to any given district. The railways act as the district borders which individual factions manage. Ah, interesting. Right. All the dots and lines make up different districts, huh? Unique is one way to put it. Yes, and the constant push and pull of power over these railway districts create a complex political structure, as the overseer mentioned. The Secretariat and the Security Department are in charge of maintaining and managing the railways, and the Central Control Center manages the Academy's administrative duties. So we can kind of see it as Highlander Student Council. Exactly, Seika. The twins we had misfortune of meeting are officers of the CCC. In other words, members of the Student Council, yeah. And Asagiri Suo, the overseer, works for the board of directors. Her primary directive is to keep the CCC in check. Right, okay. It would appear Suo wasn't lying when she said she's not necessarily allied with the twins, but again, it's all rather complicated. That concludes my briefing on Highland Railroad Academy. Okay, wait a minute. Security Department Secretariat. Managing the railways. Duty. Okay. Huh? What the hell? Was that the doorbell? Doorbell? We installed it for visitors to use, but it's the first time it's ever been actually rung. Well, because there's no visitors here, so I think it's Suo. Oh, or these two. Hi. It's us, Highlander CCC. Hello, Hikari. Don't stop ringing the doorbell. We're here, let us in. Roger, please prepare for the Hikari special 1 second 16 hit ding dong ditch combo. Oh my god. What? Why are they like this? Huh, speak of the devil, they actually came. Move, officers. Whoa. Wait, your turn. No pushing. I am Asagiri Suo, Highlander Overseer. I apologize for those two. From officers' lack of manners. We're arrived to make good on our promise for the Foreclosure Task Force. If you would let us in, I assure we would come in peace. What should we do? I don't really want them to break our only doorbell, so let's just let them in. Right. Trans Desert Railway, okay. Admittance accepted. Victory pose. Why is it so cramped here? What are we supposed to sit? On the ground? Officers, please refrain from touching others' belongings without permission. No, there's no fridge here. Just sit and be still. Jumping on chairs is the opposite of being still. Sit! Apologies again. Is this Abydos Foreclosure Task Force club room we are standing in? Right. But Shiroko, whatever you're thinking, hold your horses. I wasn't going to do anything, I swear. What? Yes, we're the Foreclosure Task Force. Well, you found us. Let's get to it, Highlanders. Is this eatable? Hello? Aren't we guests? Where's our tea? Ah, right, just a moment. Please don't strain yourselves for their sake. We won't be here long. Boo boo. If you could for once properly assess the situation, you would understand that we are not welcome guests here, officers. These agents were willing to stand up against a giant that is Kaiser Corporation to protect their school. Consider this a train engine that could explode at any moment. Wow. They're making train references here so that it's easier for them to understand. Right. Not that there is any need for real concern. I would easily dispose of them if a fight broke out. But, right, I don't think you could. Hoshino's here. So, you know. Deep breaths, Shiroko. Deep breaths. Wasn't going to. Double swear. Why are you acting all innocent? I know you were about to blow a fuse. Oops. Let's get to the point, so. Yes, Charlotte Sensei, correct. My apologies for the earlier situation. However, I'm afraid we are not the ones who you will be negotiating with. Area secured. Is it safe to proceed? Thank goodness. How can there be so much dust in one place? Alright, who the hell is this now? Yes, how barbaric. I'd rather not stay in this toxic environment any longer than necessary. Let's get indoors. Okay, is this from Nephthys? Who are these punks? Please watch your language. These are your creditors. Yeah, it's from Nephthys. Creditors? Like, our creditors? You brought those sharks here? Let's lower our voice a little bit, Seika. It would appear there are the people who bought our derivative bonds. Yeah, from Nephthys. I suppose we have no other option but to hear them out. So this is supposed to be Nonomi's family? I don't know. Okay. But I guess not technically, like every single employee of Nephthys would be Nonomi's family. There are other people as well, so. Okay, right. I was thinking it would be like an actual character or something. Okay. Pawnbroker union leader, private equity fund. Excuse me? So this is Abido's student council. It's even more cramped than I expected. That labor union leader. Wait, so that was the lead. This is the leader. And that was the pawnbroker. Okay. Nice to meet you. We're the private equity fund invested in this business. To you, we're Abidos' new creditors. Okay, wait a minute. So, no, this is not Nephthys. Private equity fund invested in the business. Okay. And I'm the legal representative speaking on behalf of the interests. Welcome? Who are you people? Wasn't Nephthys the one who brought out the bonds? You don't seem like Nephthys guys to me. There's a possibility. I'm thinking maybe Nephthys sold them. Like Nephthys bought it from Gematria and then sold it to others. You are correct. They did acquire the rights for Abydos' Trans-Desert Railway at a rather exorbitant price. However, they couldn't afford such a sum all on their own. Okay, so they are like shareholders, I guess. It required the funds of many different interested parties. They created a private equity fund to meet their ends. We are their investors. Yeah, there you go. Private equity fund? It's a privately organized investment group usually made up of a handful of interested parties? As the young lady says, there are many other investors besides just us. The Debt Labor Union and the Pawnbroker Union here, as well as the Foreclosure Auction Guild, Gelatin Gummies, Zako Business. Oh my god, alright. You can stop now. A bunch of sketchy people. Ahem. Haha, she isn't wrong. I also used to trade stolen goods in the black market myself. We're not the type of people who would like to stand out, which is why Nephthys, a legitimate company in good public standing, comes in as the sparkling face of it all. Yeah, I was thinking, how the hell could Nephthys just buy it like that at such a huge amount of money? Because I was like, what happened? They left this place because they knew they couldn't carry this on. And then what happened? They like struck it rich and then they came back and they bought it at such a higher price? No. Turns out it was just a face. All these people are the main people behind this. You guys just sound shadier and shadier. Okay, I'm sorry, but do you have any proof you're Abydos' creditors? You dare doubt us? Well, yeah. Like, why the hell would we not doubt you? You're not supposed to be the paragon of justice. How unpleasant. Like, this bro literally said out, oh, we used to like trade like stolen goods. And so what? We're supposed to trust you guys with that? After saying something like that? Now, let's all calm down and discuss this like civilized adults. You have my guarantee. These creditors are legitimate. Okay, so this is from Nephthys. Huh? Who is it now? Butler? Oh, God lord. It's her butler. Frickin' hell. Do you know this person, Nonomi? Yes, he's an officer of Nephthys group as well as a butler who essentially raised me. It's been a while, my lady. I'm sorry our meeting has to be under these circumstances. I will explain the situation. We organized a private equity fund to raise money and purchase the bonds. Right. You'll see their names listed on the contracts of our private equity fund. I'll send you a copy, so please feel free to verify. Okay, the question is why? Why would you do this? What are they trying to get out of this? Ah, yes, thank you. With a quick glance, everything they're saying appears to be true. I see here the affiliations and the rights to the bonds. As we said. That's proof enough, correct? Yes, thank you for your patience. So they weren't sketchy con artists. Erika, please. As long as we are now all on the same page. Moving on. As the creditors of this fund, we came here to discuss a rather important issue with you all. Oh god, here we go. About the Trans-Desert Railway? Ah, yes, naturally you students do your homework. You're correct, no point in beating around the bush. Our goal is to acquire all rights for the Trans-Desert Railway. Right, which is why the private equity fund exists. We brought these bonds from Kaiser at nearly fraudulent prices, also we could acquire the rights to the railway. Those bonds included the rights to the construction of any uncompleted railways. Therefore, Highland Academy's earliest actions were breaking no laws. Right. Duh, that's what we have been saying. We have the rights, so we gotta do what we want. Yippies, whatever we want. Please don't antagonize them, officers. I'm failing to grasp why you would want a Trans-Desert Railway to begin with. Yeah. Please explain, Butler. Why are you doing this? It appears I'm in a bit of uncomfortable position. I'll handle this then, young Nephthys lady. What? Lady? That's a lady? Oh no, she's talking about... Okay, never mind. I understand the Trans-Desert Railway project is a bit of a sore topic for both Nephthys and Abydos. After all, it single-handedly accelerated this district's downfall. I don't want to hear that from you. You need to tell me what Nephthys is thinking, Butler. It was a dangerous, reckless project to begin with. In fact, building that kind of transportation infrastructure made no sense in this desolate place. There were no resources, no trade, not even an economy to speak of in Abydos at that point. It drained Nephthys and Abydos of all their remaining capital and then was left to rot. If it weren't for that project, after all of the pain it caused, you want it back? Why? Why, Butler? What could be the purpose? More pain? More casualties? What is Nephthys thinking? Calm down, Nonomi. Nonomi? Interesting, but we didn't come here to be interrogated. Let's get to the issue at hand. However, before we begin, if you don't mind, I'd like this discussion to move forward with only the involved parties. What? So what are you... Would anyone who is not a member of the Abydos Student Council please leave? Wait, you're talking about us? Sensei? Alright, let's go. Hey, keep your dirty paws off me. Ah, do we have to? Hikari wanted to play more. I'll take my leave as well. Then who will represent Nephthys? Overseer Suo will serve as our representative? Oh. Excuse me? Yeah. I think you would be a better... Because you're from Nephthys. I see no problem with it. She may be a Highlander student, but she's currently employed by Nephthys. Right. She may be a member of the CCC, but she's also one of ours. I consider her trustworthy. Now then, I have other matters to attend to. What in the world is happening? Right. Am I supposed to leave as well? I believe I asked for the Abydos Student Council. To my knowledge, that should only include Takanashi Hoshino. Oh wait, so you're saying the others are also not part of the... Because, you know, technically I guess, because they came later, but technically they are actually not part of the Student Council. You know, but because they joined after everything happened, like after the... You know, after Abydos ceased its, you know, like functions and all that. No way, we are members of the Student Council too. As she said, the Foreclosure Task Force is the official Student Council appointed by our advisor here. Correct, as our teacher, I've approved it. I see, How odd, the paperwork here states that the only person affiliated with the Abydos Student Council is Miss Hoshino. So there's another Student Council called the Foreclosure Task Force, as you say? Yeah, that's on me. It's because I'm technically affiliated with both. Oh, okay, wait a minute. So she, okay, well, that's a problem. So she was obviously part of the student council and she never really, I guess, took her name out of that to, like, properly officially join the foreclosure task force in that way to officially form it. So in name it is only, like, in the official records she's only part of the student council student council. The Abydos Student Council may hold the official name, but the Foreclosure Task Force has acted as the Student Council for years now. It's rather complicated, but I suppose I understand. Then please take a look at this. Oh god, what is that? This document was happened upon in Highlander Academy's document so it recently. Yeah, we saw that. It's a contract written by the previous Abydos Student Council president, Kuchinashi Yume. What? So, wait, so this wasn't the bond? I thought that was part of the bond. This is a different thing going on. Right. Sales contract. What do you mean? Written by Yume? Yes, it states here that Abydos Student Council purchased from Nephthys the rights to use some facilities created during the Trans-Desert Railway project. It states here that the Abydos Student Council purchased from Nephthys rights to use some facilities created from Nephthys? What? When a district falls apart, contracts like this get sold left and right. The Trans-Desert Railway was a joint project by Abydos Student Council and Nephthys, but technically the rights belong to the Student Council who put in the original order for the project. Yeah. The Student Council sold those rights to Nephthys to repay their debt, and it seems the previous president Kuchinashi Yume attempted to repurchase the rights later down the road. Oh. Which essentially sums up the contents of the contract. Give me that. Sales contract. Abydos Student Council agrees to purchase the rights to Trans-Desert Railway facilities from Nephthys for 1 million yen upon signing the contract. The buyer shall pay a contract fee of 10,000 yen. The buyer shall be responsible for paying the remaining balance to the seller within the 2-year period specified in the contract. Wait, so they, you may try to repurchase it back. 1 million yen upon signing the contract. The buyer shall contract fee of 10,000 yen. So 1,010,000. That means. Because contract fee is 10. Okay. Buyer shall be responsible for paying the remaining balance. The compensation for the delayed payment of the remaining balance will be signed Abydos Student President Kuchinashi Yume. That's Yume's handwriting, I know it anywhere. Precisely, the contract states that the Abydos Student Council purchased Trans-Desert Railway facilities from Nephthys for 1 million yen. Yeah. When did she do this? And I didn't have a clue. Also, how? Okay, wait a minute. I've read and reread every scrap Yume left behind, every sheet of paper, memo, discarded notes, everything. But I've never heard of this contract. I'd understand if it was from the previous student council, but there's no way I would miss any sign of Yume. That's likely because the contract has not been completed yet. Oh. Whoa. It was a time-based contract and the originally agreed upon payment has not been delivered as of yet. Yeah, like 2 years. So the contract is still in progress. Did 2 years pass already, or is it still ongoing? Yes, that's correct. The contract has indeed been signed and notarized, but the payment itself has not been delivered 2 years later. No one considered the contract to be much of importance, especially after the one managing it quit the company. Right? So it was forgotten in a storage room until it was accidentally discovered. Oh, so it was just there. Okay. Accidentally. It was accidentally because we saw that. Accidentally? It's created quite a conundrum for us. It would have been best if this contract has still stayed by. Oh, I guess it was accidentally, but I think someone planted it there. Right. Okay, wait a minute. It's created for the conundrum. Okay, so what is going on? I'm still a bit confused. So what's going on here? The payment hasn't been done. So what now? Are they here to ask for the money, or like what's going on? This single piece of paper has prevented us from acquiring all rights to the Trans-Desert Railway, as these affiliated facilities couldn't be included in our purchases. The rights to those facilities currently belong to the Abydos Student Council. And so how would you like to proceed? Do you intend to uphold your end of the contract? So he's like, yeah, pay us the money, or... Excuse me, you came all this way to ask us that? It's a rather significant matter. We will be holding a general creditors meeting in 2 days. Time to discuss the shares for the project, but we can't move forward until this is sorted out. General creditors meeting? Like a big meeting for all the creditors? Correct. All of the investors of the private equity fund will gather to discuss our plans moving forward. Now, Hoshino, as the representative of the Abydos Student Council, do you intend to pay the remaining balance stated in the contract to Nephthys? This is all really sudden. You come barging in here and ask us to fulfill a contract we don't even know about. And furthermore, purchasing those kinds of rights, you said the remaining balance was 1 million yen. We are already swimming in debt. Excellent, that's precisely what we wanted to hear. Who in their right mind would pay 1 million yen to acquire some abandoned scrap metal? Yeah, so that's why they all were just trying to get their hands on the bonds, because they knew that they can use, I said that the people who are going to buy debt like this have some other motive, because they already know that they cannot pay us, because that's why they're in the debt in the first place. So why the hell would you buy debt? You're only going to do that if you have some other intention of getting some other thing involved with them, and you want to use this debt as a leverage. So here we go, this is what they want. To my understanding, you children are all struggling to pay off your current debt. It wouldn't be right to dig that hole deeper now, would it? I'll take that as a confirmation you no longer are interested in upholding your end of the contract. In that case, why don't you just sign right here in this waiver, Hoshino? It's just a little paper that says you'll hand over any rights you have to the private equity fund. Give me a second here. I'm not all that keen on randomly signing contracts anymore. Stop pestering my students. Any contract needs to be thoroughly reviewed before it's signed. That's a problem for us. Did we get ahead of ourselves? Regardless of your decision, right now this contract is set to expire in 2 days' time. Just 2 days? Oh god. In 2 days, it'll be exactly 2 years since the contract was signed. You can check the date for yourself. Once those 2 days are up, it's done and dusted. Which is why we scheduled that the general creditors meeting in exactly 2 days. We wanted to get a jump on things, but we can't wait. Let me spell it out for you. We're hosting the private equity fund's general creditors meeting in 2 days at the Abydos Central Station District Office. If you want to keep that contract alive, you'll need to show up to the meeting before noon, state your intentions, and get it notarized. Yeah, and pay the money. Otherwise, it'll just go to them. If you can, that is. If we can. 2 days, district office, noon, don't forget. Miss it by even a millisecond and the contract is null and void. That was the message we came to deliver. Thank you for your time. Very well then. Let's go. But didn't the Highlander, these guys just come and just try to directly take it? Without even, like, what was that about then? Oh, I guess it's. Oh yeah, she so did mention that they weren't supposed to do that. It was Hikari and Nozumi the one who did that, and that's why. Okay, yeah, like okay, that got cleared up. Come on, Highlander Overseer, aren't you our escort? Now then. Um. In other words, yeah, either we pay the money or it goes to them. Okay, I have a few questions here. First and foremost, why are they so hell bent in getting this railway? Like, is there something special in it or what's going on? Surely, otherwise, like, I don't know. Hell no, forget this. I'm not listening to those scam artists. Erika, they think they can just throw fancy pieces of paper around and demand we give them all the money? Who do they think they are? They're acting like they're royalty over some abandoned scraps of metal. Wait, yeah, why are they making such a big deal over a pile of. I was just saying that. What are they hiding? Don't look at me like that, Shiroko. You look way too proud of me right now. I agree with everything she said, and even if Seika can pick up on their suspicious intentions, we know there's something there. Hey, I'm not that gullible. She's right, our first step is to figure out what secret they're hiding, yeah. Yes, I believe so as well. What's buried beneath that failed project? We need to approach things carefully when it comes to contracts. Understood. Hoshino, what lies at the heart of this issue is the previous student council president, Kushinashi Yume. We know this is a sensitive topic and that's why we have never broached it, but we need a full picture of the situation. So just what happened while you and Yume served on the student council together? Ayane, please, Hoshino, we need to know what happened to the Abido student council. I don't think we can solve this predicament without that. You know too, don't you, Nonomi? That's... I've always wondered why the Foreclosure Task Force operate out of the school festival headquarters rather than the student council room. And then there's the locked classroom on the first floor. Oh, Yume is over there. Why seal shut a classroom in this abandoned building? You know, because they have hinted it in this whole section where that Yume is apparently still somewhere. So she's probably there. That room is the original student council room, isn't it, Hoshino? I have questions too. Why did the previous president sign a contract putting the school in even more debt? Huh? I thought Shiroko would have known these things at least. Why would she know? I've never pressed for details. Yeah. Well, they did wrangle Shiroko off the street. That's not what happened at all. Wait, everyone, we shouldn't pressurize Hoshino like this. When she's ready. Thanks, Nonomi, but it's okay. Our old student council press, she was a walking danger sign. If I'm gonna be honest, she was so naive, always running headfirst into trouble and getting taken advantage of left and right. And she still managed to graduate somehow? No, she didn't. Yume went missing before she had the chance to graduate. Missing? She went missing? How does that happen? Who knows? She went missing and she was found 33 days later in the Abydos desert. Okay, here we go. So she was found. She was found with her halo destroyed. Oh, her halo? How? An accident, probably. I think she got lost in the desert. Probably, but how? What happened to her? I don't know. What? Went to the vice president then? Well, it's because I had left 3 days before Yume went missing. So I can't tell you what happened in 60 hours before she was lost. It wasn't until later I found out that she went missing. But why she went that deep into the desert, why she got lost, I don't know. What was she doing? What could have happened? What was she thinking? I hunted down the answers to those questions for a long time. I scoured over every last remnant of Yume left on the planet for a clue, but nothing. And I was so sure everything would have been written down in that damn notebook. Huh. What notebook? Yume had this silly little notebook she wrote everything down in, even the most inconsequential things. So, finding a trace of her like this after all that searching, it's suspicious as heck, isn't it? Like, why was the contract aborted halfway? Yeah, and it suddenly shows up 2 years after the contract was written. The signed date here, by the time Yume was... What? The date is... Hoshino? Is it the day when she went missing or something? Thank you, as always. Hoshino, stay safe, okay? Hoshino, are you okay? Here, sit down. This date, the date written on this contract, the date is the exact date Ryome went missing. Yeah, there you go. Wait, so wait, what does that mean? So wait, how does that make sense? If it is the date when she went missing, so what? She made the contract on the day she went missing? You know, because it's 2 years from then. Or is it 1 year after she made the contract on that exact same date she went missing? And who the hell would want to visit some spot in the middle of a desert for once in your life? So for once in your life, stop daydreaming. You know what? Actually, do whatever you want. I don't want it. I don't need it. Forget this student council game. I'm done playing house with you. Oh yeah, and she left. And this is when she went to the middle of the desert. Hoshino? Wait, Hoshino, come back. I'm going after her. Shiroko, wait. Why are they like this? Should we go after them? It's okay. No one stands a chance of keeping up with Hoshino besides Shiroko anyway. I suppose, but still. Aine, if this contract was written the day Yume went missing. Yeah, I was saying. That can only mean she made the contract on the day. Yes, President Yume's disappearance and this contract, they could be related. Okay, I'm going to end it here. It's already been a bit too long. Recording. Okay. All right, I'll stop here for today. Okay, so yeah, here we are. We are looking at a lot of things here. First and foremost, the whole contract situation, and like, you know, the involvement of Nephthys. There's some kind of a secret behind that train, and then the fact that why would Yume even make the contract in the first place when they were already dead? And you know, and a lot of questions unanswered. We'll get all of that. We get to know all of that little by little, I'm assuming. So yeah, let's keep playing. Alright, that is it, guys. That was my gameplay or read along for today. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again, hopefully next week. If you know, some week I miss, I would, you know, you just think that I'll probably come back in the next week or the week after that, because you know, sometimes I get a little bit busy and I'm not able to record. So yeah, I'll try to make another video next week. If not, maybe the week after that, but I'll be back sooner or later. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.